The views and opinions of this broadcast do not reflect the views and opinions of Studio 6 Entertainment, Armed Media, or the Entertainment Partners LLC. Enjoy the show.
Have you Heimlicked the victim?
Have I licked his rectum? No way.
Straight Talk with Matt Hasley. Every Monday and Friday, 9 p.m. Central Time. Only on Armed Radio Global.
Once again, it is Friday night, and it is time for some Straight Talk. This is your host, Matt Hasley, and we are live on Armed Radio Global. What I like to do is peg out those stick meters on the board here with a little bit of intro. I'd like to do a special thanks to all of our sponsors out there. K&L Consulting provides a wide variety of services. All services come with a 100% money-back guarantee. They'll match any competitor. They offer payroll services, employee management services, commercial funding, 24-hour customer service, premium business services without a contract, and a name you can trust. Remember, K&L Consulting. Also, BuyLimitlessEnergy.com, more than just an energy drink. Combination of natural ingredients that work synergistically to deliver the energy, focus, and hydration you need to enhance your performance. It's a sustained boost without a crash. I need some right now. Vox Mobile. If you're out of country and still need a local number, thanks Vox Mobile. You can download a local phone number even when you're gone and receive unlimited calls like you're in town without the overseas rates. Also, Ritzy Reruns. They offer hot and trendy clothing at bargain prices. Remember, Ritzy Reruns, and for the kids, We Runs, where fashion isn't full price. Chung Kim's Black Belt Academy. Learn traditional Taekwondo the right way for over 42 years in the Quad Cities. Go to www.chungkim.com. Also, ForceSavvySouls.com. They're 50 to 70% off women's shoes. Mention Armed Radio and get an extra 10% off. It's almost like they're giving away. If you'd like to do is interact with the show, you can interact live on Facebook at Armed Radio 1. Or you can reach us on Twitter at Armed Radio 1. Also, you can call in live at 1-866-225-5401. Or you can do is just tweet it out and hashtag it, Armed Radio, all one word. And I'll see it pop up here on my tweet deck. I got a lot of things I want to talk about. A lot of things in the news. First of all, before I get into anything, I'd like to I like to do a rundown of all the sports and everything. But I think the first thing that I'd like to talk about is, American officials in Nigeria are over to help find the kidnapped girls. I think that's one thing that we need to start out this broadcast with. 276 schoolgirls were kidnapped by some Islamic militants more than 3 weeks ago. I can't imagine what that would be like, having to deal with, people like that. We're pretty lucky in this country to go without, any kind of threat like that, for the most part. We get our occasional nutcase over here, but nothing to this effect. It's, hopefully they can do is find them. Apparently there was, previous or some warnings, I guess, before the kidnapping took place. But somebody like that, they need to stop a guy like that. This guy's not all there. They need to do what they can to get the girls back safely, and make it so he can't do anything like this again. It's very dangerous having a guy like this around, because what's to say he's going to do it down the road again. But hopefully we can, all the girls can get back safely. And, I mean, it's sad to see this in the news, that there are people like this that just have no care in the world about anybody but themselves. And switching over to sports scores, yesterday was the 2014 NFL draft. They had, a lot of good picks that went off in it. Number one, Jadeveon Clowney went from South Carolina, went to the Houston Texans. Greg Robinson went to the Rams, offensive tackle from Auburn. Jacksonville Jaguar Blake Bortles was the first QB selected. He was from Central Florida. He went to Jacksonville. Everybody was thinking Johnny Manziel was going to go right up at the top there, but he sat there for quite a long time. There was a lot of people that passed over him, and a lot of people were going after, offensive, defensive players. And, I mean, there was only one quarterback that I saw that went before him. My Chicago Bears picked Kyle Fuller, a cornerback from Virginia Tech. We need the defense, and hopefully this is going to work. We need some shutdown corners. We need some pass rush guys, and Jared Allen was one of them they picked up in free agency. So hopefully they're going to get some more. I haven't heard too much about the second round or anything. It's it went all the way down to 22nd pick. Cleveland Browns picked Johnny Manziel, and there was a little talk that he might have went to Dallas, considering that Tony Romo's got second back surgery, and they thought maybe that Jerry Jones might go, a little, roll the dice and go after him, but he's just wild enough to do that. But nope, he stuck to his guns, and he backed Tony Romo, and I got to give him a lot of credit for that. It's very easily he could sold him out, and went after a young hotshot QB. I was listening to the news on ESPN today, and it was Ron Jaworski. He wasn't very high on Manziel, so I don't. He says he doesn't like hotshot QBs, the guys who think that they're coming in as a hotshot. He likes the guys that make a name for themselves when they're in the league. And you get guys, like Tim Tebow. He came in as a hot shot, and he now he's not even in the league anymore. And it's amazing. He took his team almost to the Super Bowl, but now he's not even good enough to even play. And I was kind of surprised at the way that went down. But they know more about the players than I will. That's for sure. Those guys, they were talking about how one team spent $100,000. A friend of mine told me that one team spent $100,000 to research quarterbacks, and then they didn't even go with a quarterback. So $100,000 to them is nothing, and it's amazing that is. We were talking about Mike Allen. I was talking to him Wednesday night. They spend. I hate to think of what the food costs would have to be, but we're talking about this big hot dog that they sold, and they sold like 20 or 30,000 of them. This big hot dog, and that's just amazing. That how much money talking about to go to a football game, what you're going to spend. You're going to spend a big chunk on tickets, and then when you get to the game, you're going to spend a ton. Probably $100 on just food and stuff per person. Well, for me, I'm sorry, but I can't go to a lot of games and expect to live or have any any money for anything else. I don't know how the big people can do the season tickets, but I heard the Cleveland Browns had only sold I don't know what it was. It was like 40 season pass season tickets, and after Johnny Manziel was picked from, I guess, midnight or whatever, whenever the picks went off, till like 8 o'clock the next morning, there was like 1,800, either something like that, 15 to 1,800 were sold. So, it was a big jump, and I'm sure he'll he'll pay for himself if he, he's gonna probably be, they'll probably jump to him quickly. I know that they, the guys are sink or swim. But I am hoping my Bears can pick somebody up good in round 2. I enjoy watching football. Probably that's one of the few sports that I can watch and not have, not even care what team's playing. But in NBA scores, we got right now, and I'm going to do a little refresh here because I know these scores are old. So let me see here. Got one game, the Pacer-Wizards are going on. It's Pacers are leading the Wizards 60-49 with 10:33 left to go in the fourth quarter. Thunder-Clippers game goes on at 9:30, so 9:30, that should be Eastern time, so, or no, actually, about 15 or 18 minutes it's going to go kick off. So, and it'll be right after the conclusion of this game. In the NHL, you got the, I have to refresh this one too. I've had my screens up for a while, getting ready for, New York Rangers beat the Pittsburgh Penguins 5-1, and Pittsburgh leads 3-2 in the series right now. So, they got to do is they have to win one more, and then it's over. And you got the Blackhawks, Minnesota. They are down. Blackhawks are down 1-0 with 4:15 left to go in the first period. So go on, come on, Blackhawks! It's they're actually leading the series 2-1. I don't want them to tie it up, and then you got MLB scores. Let me see here. I got to refresh this one too. It's been a while since I had my scores up. You got the Orioles beating the Astros 4-2 in the top of the 7th. Angels Blue Jays tied top of the 6th. Devil Rays Indians. Actually, now they're just the Rays anymore. I keep wanting to call them the Devil Rays. Beating the Indians 2-1, top of the 6th. You got the Phillies Mets. Phillies beating the Mets 2-1, bottom of the 5th. You got the Rangers beating the Red Sox 3-0, top of the 3rd. Yankees beating the Brewers bottom of the 4th, 4-0. Marlins, Padres play at 9:10. And which should be just starting right now. And Giants, Dodgers just starting right now. You got the Cardinals, Pirates are 3-3, top of the 5th. Twins and Tigers, zip, bottom of the 6th. Rockies, Reds, 2-2, bottom of the 8th. And Cubs, Braves. Cubs are down 2-1, bottom of the 5th. And you got White Sox, Diamondbacks, 6-2. White Sox are beating the Diamondbacks, bottom of the 4th. Nationals, Athletics are going off right now, and Royals, Mariners are going off right now. So I'll give you a little update on the scores later. It's there is a big golf tournament going on right now. It's a 2014 Players Championships going on. It's at the TPC Players Stadium course at Ponte Vedra Beach. It's one of the big tournament. It's one of those tournaments that play all players when they get up to 17. It doesn't matter how good you are or how many times you played the course. You get any wind going on. 17 is an island green, and it's got a little strip of land where they walk out to. It's one of those holes that gut check time. You get up, standing up over there, and as of yesterday, and that was, the round wasn't even finished. I don't know today I don't know how many have hit it in the water, but there was 10 in the water yesterday, and I guarantee that's got to be a decent high number. I watched a guy hit it in the water today, and he is actually, out of the many times he played in a tournament, he leads with the most times in the water. That's not a good stat to lead. I'd like to lead putting, or actually, I'd really actually like to lead the money leader. But apparently, Martin Keimer had 29 on the front 9 yesterday, which is a record at TPC. Nobody's ever shot 29 until yesterday on either 9. and he ended up shooting 63 in the first round. He is currently 12 under with a one-shot lead over Jordan Spieth, who shot 5 under the first day and 6 under the second. Jordan is a reigning John Deere Classic champion. Russell Henley is in third place at 8 under. And then you got a few. You got Jim Furyk, Lee Westwood, Justin Rose, Sergio Garcia, and Gary Woodland, all at 6 under. 6 shots back. And you got Brian Davis and John Sennin both at 5 under. So that rounds out your top 10 for that. The one thing about the Champions Tour, or not Champions Tour, I'm sorry, the Players Championship at Sawgrass is, it's a big tournament to win. I mean, it's almost like a major tournament feel. All the big boys playing it. Everybody. Tiger's not back yet. He's still injured. He's working back. He's doing light chipping and stuff. But the one thing is you don't want to mess with your back too much. You got to take your time coming back. But it's the Players Championship. I mean, just how serious the tournament is. It's a $10 million purse. So you figure 18% of that, it's a good-sized chunk of change they're playing for. And I don't know what the exemption list is. I don't know if it's a 5-year exemption or whatever, but it's probably a pretty good exempt status for the winner. Champions Tour is currently on hiatus. They're not up until next week. They play at the Regions Tradition, and the defending champion is Bernard Langer. The Web.com, that's the same thing. They don't play till next week, and their next tournament is a BMW Charity Pro-Am presented by the Cenex Corporation. And then the LPGA Tour, they're also off this week. So most everybody is watching on, the Players Championship right now. The LPGA Tour they'll be playing a Kingsmill Championship presented by JTBC. That'll be in Waynesburg, Virginia. Defending champion is Christy Kerr. One thing I got to give the credit, the Ladies Tour. The Ladies Tour is participating in a season-long charity program tied to the Race to the CME Globe. It's called the Wounded Warrior Project Weekends. Through the program, CME donates $1,000 to a Wounded Warrior Project for each eagle made on Saturdays and Sundays of the LPGA Tour. The amount will grow to $5,000 per eagle during the week of the CME Group Tour Championship, November 20 through 23rd in Naples, Florida. A formal check will be presented to the Wounded Warrior Project during the tournament trophy ceremony on the final day of the season. Players added $7,000 to the total over the weekend in Texas, bringing the 2014 balance to $103,000. LPGA stars receive a Wounded Warrior Program pin flag to commemorate their eagle or their special eagle and honor players' relish. Feels amazing to have credited Michelle Wee said via Twitter on Monday after eagling the par 5 10th hole in the third and fourth rounds to contribute $2,000. Lydia Ko was thrilled to contribute in March as well. I think that's a great project. The one thing a lot of people don't realize that the PGA Tour and probably all the tours combined donate more to charities than I think any other sporting event. They bring in more charity money than just about any other sporting event there is. And a lot of people would like to argue that, but it's amazing how much money they draw in for charities. So it is currently time for our first quick break, and we'll be back here shortly. This is your host, Matt Hasley. We're live on Straight Talk, and you're listening to Armed Radio Global. Still waiting for the hot and trendy clothing to go on sale? Well, shop Ritzy Reruns. They're located at 1612 West Locust Street in Davenport, Iowa. Phone 322-8684. They offer brands such as Abercrombie, Hollister, American Eagle, North Face, and many others. Fritzy's carries tons of shoes of all shapes and sizes, plus a large selection of jewelry and designer purses like Louis Vuitton, Prada, Dooney & Burke, to mention a few. So remember Ritzy reruns and like them on Facebook. It's where fashion isn't full price.
Do you love to travel? Are you tired of the cold? Do you just want to get away? Book your next flight, hotel, car, vacation, cruise, and more at sweetohinawaa.discounttravel.com. That's sweet, OHENEWAA, discounttravel.com. Invite your friends and family. Thank you for your business.
Tired of walking through those crowded shopping malls only to find out what you were looking for is in the wrong size or out of stock? Well, think Go or Go.com. That's right, Go or Go.com. Just enter what you're looking for in the search bar, and boom, there it is. Really, it's that easy. So remember, shop Go or Go.com and leave those headaches behind.
Are you looking for cheap web hosting? Megalowhosting.com is a cheap and professional way to get your website off the ground. For only 89 cents a month, you can be on your way to starting your own business. With their special algorithm, never wait on the phone for tech support again. So if you're looking for a cheap but professional web hosting, Megalowhosting.com is your place.
Train in the art of traditional Taekwondo. Chung Kim's Black Belt Academy was opened in the Quad Cities in 1972. Teaching and training established by 9th Dan Grandmaster Chung Kim. Classes range from Little Tigers class, beginners, intermediate, and advanced level classes. Hapkido classes also available. Sign your children up and your parents train free with no contracts. For more information, call 563-359-7000 and like us on Facebook at Chung Kim's Black Belt Academy, or visit us on the web at www.chungkim.com. Taekwondo is your life's path.
VOX Mobile has an app that gives you a second phone line, second voicemail, and low-cost calling, so you no longer have to buy unlimited minutes from your mobile phone service provider. The VOX Mobile app has free texting and free video calls to other subscribers. But get this, VOX has phone numbers from 57 countries. You can download a foreign phone number from your home, or download a phone number from your home country when you're away. Then when people in that country call you, they get the cost of a local call, even when your mobile phone is overseas. And VOX gives you unlimited inbound calls for only $9.95 a month. Check out VOX Mobile on Google Play or on iTunes. That's VOX Mobile. It's under the mobile VoIP apps, or just search for VoIP. VOX is the only carrier with all these features on its app. Visit the website, voxcorp.net.
This is Jason Merrill from the John and Jay Show every Tuesday nights at 11 Eastern on Live 365 Radio, home of the big guns.
Wow, that tiger lily on your shoulder has amazing colors.
Thanks. I just got this tattoo a week ago.
What? No way. That tattoo looks totally healed. My tattoos never looked that great after a week. What did you use on it?
It's not what I used on it, it's what I used in it.
Now you're just making fun of me. What do you mean in it?
Tattoo Rick told me that it's not only what you put on your tattoos, it's what you put in your body that also affects your tattoos.
Right. Another thing I have to change about my diet.
No, nothing like that. I take the tattoo pill.
Really? There's a pill for tattoos?
Yeah, it's called a tattoo pill. It's packed with 30 vitamins and minerals that your body needs to help operate at ideal level. It helps me before, during, and after my tattoo. Great thing is, it's made here in the United States from all natural ingredients. And for people like me that are vegetarians, the tattoo pill comes in a veggie capsule and is gluten-free.
Okay, you got me. Where do I get this tattoo pill?
TheTattooPill.com.
TheTattooPill.com?
Yes, all one word, TheTattooPill.com.
Straight Talk with Matt Hasley. Every Monday and Friday, 9 p.m. Central Time. Only on Armed Radio Global.
Chaka Khan, Chaka Khan, Chaka Khan, Chaka Khan,
Shaka Khan, let me rock it, Shaka Khan. Let me rock it, that's all I wanna do. Shaka Khan, let me rock it, Shaka Khan. Let me rock it, got the feel for you. Shaka Khan, what you do, what you wanna do? Do you feel for me the way I feel for you? Shaka Khan, let me tell you what I wanna do. I wanna love you, wanna hug you, wanna squeeze you too. Let me take it in my arms.
Once again, we're back live on Straight Talk, and this is your host, Matt Hasley, and you're listening to Armed Radio Global. Before we went to break, they were talking a little bit about the Wounded Warrior Project, and I mean, it's one of the greatest projects. Me being ex-military, I spent 3 years active Army, and a lot of my friends have been, either former military, and I got to do is credit all of them that are either serving or have served. We're coming up on, we have a Military Appreciation Week that's coming up, and we honor them at the golf course, do a great to honor them for all the service they've done, and for anything that, people in the past that have either lost their lives or, been injured in the line of duty. I got to give them credit. Thanks for protecting us. And, not enough can be said about it. It's a great project, and you can't forget about these guys. We're having guys come back and they're, PTSD, and, they're having, post-traumatic stress disorder, and they're having problems when they come back, and they need to, they need somebody to help them out. And there's many ways to do it, but I think this is great. Hopefully this will be a big project with the LPGA Tour, be able to help quite a few families this way. It's I have a lot of friends of mine. It was funny, one gentleman, I know him, he's a Facebook friend of mine. He's in his 80s, and he spent time in World War II, and he I think he's got like 3 Purple Hearts. And I was chatting with him, and really good guy to talk to. And I don't know if he's listening tonight or not, but he went up for I think it was an MRI, and he started having this burning pain, and he couldn't figure out. They pull him out of the MRI machine, and he'd had shrapnel that was still inside him from a previous war injury that he didn't know he had in him, and he had to go and have it taken out. But it was. He's in the MRI machine. An MRI machine, what it tries to do is, any type of metal, it's going to try to pull it out of you. Like me, I can't go in an MRI machine now because I got, I don't know if it'll affect titanium or not, but I have, screws and stuff in my hand. And, but yeah, just to find that out, the hard way, all of a sudden the things start burning on you. But, yeah, he told me a little bit about, different stories about, his, how he got his Purple Hearts, and, it's scary to think about that. You see the pictures of D-Day, and nowadays that would never happen, because guys, the technology that we have nowadays, it's just crazy. I was talking to a friend of mine, and he was telling me about these. You think about, the movie Transformers, and they had the railgun, and, that's classified soldier, whatever. Well, they're talking about laser weapons. You get too close to a ship, and all of a sudden your boat catches on fire. And I'm like, huh? Something right out of Star Wars, you think, that, it's technology is actually here. And, that's scary to think that they have that type of technology nowadays, that you're going to see eventually, where they just it's going to be like a phaser or whatever, where they stun you. They already have that to some extent, really. But they got prongs on it, and you got a guy, the police carry him, and they call them tasers. I shouldn't say it's a funny story, but it's. I feel bad for the cat that this story is involved with, but a friend of mine, his son, is a police officer. I'm a former police officer. I didn't have the tasers when I was in. It was too long ago. When I was a police officer, we had stun guns, but we didn't have the tasers like they have nowadays. But he was a police officer out in Arizona, and he would he came back home to visit. When he went back, they check his stun gun every so often, and they said, your stun gun's been fired like 13 times, or I don't know how many times it was, but it was a lot. And he goes, no, I can count the times I fired it, and he said, no. Well, he found out he was living with, I guess it was a nephew that was living with him, and he was stun gunning the cat. And the cat used to chase around the dot on the floor because with a stun gun, the pistol that it's not a real pistol, but it shoots out the prongs. That it shoots a little red taser light on the ground, so you can tell where you're shooting. Shooting it. Well, he used to always point it at the ground, and the cat would chase the little dot on the ground. Well, he was wondering why the cat, every time he pointed at the ground, the cat would take off running and would run in the other room, and he kind of found out the hard way. I can't believe it didn't kill the cat, but what? I would never, I'd never think of that. I would never think of doing that to a cat. I don't know what, and what enjoyment you get out of it. It's, I don't know. When they had the regular stun guns, it was just the little handheld ones, and you just stick them up to somebody. We used to do when we were out drinking, we'd stun each other in the legs with it. And I don't know if anybody's ever felt like it. It feels like you take a needle under your skin and you move it back and forth really fast. And that's about what it was. We'd stun each other when they weren't looking, So, yeah, it was a little different, but, it was just kind of what you did back in, it's probably been 25 years ago, so maybe not quite that much. But in legendary aircraft carrier USS Saratoga to sail off to a scrapyard in a 1-cent deal. The USS Saratoga, the legendary aircraft carrier that played a key role in the Cuban Missile Crisis, Vietnam, and Gulf Wars, had made Libyan strongman Muammar Gaddafi back down, is destined for dismantling after the Navy paid 1 penny to a Texas firm to recycle the 81,101-ton behemoth. The mighty vessel is the second of 3 conventionally powered carriers to set sail to the scrapyard. Following another 1-cent deal involving the USS Forrestal, in October, Esco Marine of Brownsville will pay to tow, dismantle, and recycle the ship, which was decommissioned in 1994 after 38 years of service. Efforts to spare the ship failed, as they did with the Forrestal last year. It is emotional in that we who served on the Sarah feel that our surrogate mother is passing from our lives, Sammy King, secretary of the USS Saratoga Association, told Fox News in an email. We owe her a lot. We went to board as snot-nosed kids and left as men. Some of us are very sad, and some are very angry at the decision to scrap her. I'd love to see it be a museum, It's, I'd love to have a ship along the Mississippi that as a, museum piece, but, it would be impossible to get a ship of that size or anything like that in through the lock and dams on the Mississippi, but, no, I'd love to see one alongside here. That'd be cool. But you're never going to see anything that big. They, I don't know what, I know it's going to be, they'll get a lot for the metal out of that, but just taking a ship like that apart has got to take, it's going to take years to take that thing apart. It's just got to be huge. It says the Master Carrier, as long as the Empire State Building is tall, also saw its share of atypical operation in 1985 during the routine deployment in the Mediterranean. Saratoga launched 7 F-14 Tomcats to force jets carrying terrorists who had hijacked the Achilles Laurel cruise ship, killing an American to land. A year later, the ship was sailing off the Libyan coast in the Gulf of Sidra went across the Libyan leader Omar Gaddafi and called the line of death. When 3 or more U.S. Navy warships crossed at the same time, Libyan forces fired surface-to-air missiles at U.S. jets. The missiles fired, and the U.S. jets later turned back. 2 Soviet-made Libyan fighter jets sent towards the ships. 5 years later, 21 crew members who served aboard the carriers were killed when a ferry boat they were traveling on sank while returning from Haifa, Israel. Yeah, it's just a, I know one of the guys, he's in his 90s, and he rode on one of the ships back in the, it'd been probably the Korean War, and it was one of these, it was a, kind of like, it was not a big ship or anything. It was, they carried supplies and everything on this thing. And he rode that all the time, and he got a chance to board one that was identical to it here. And just, he said the emotions come across when you get on something like that and you get back to seeing it when you're not used to it. And I just got a poke there. I don't believe it. He's getting poked by Night Talk with Joe Rocks, who's saying he's giving me fictitious numbers. I think he's he's spamming his own plays. We're in a race, but no, it's just amazing how much you think of these people that were they steal metal to scrap them, but once they, I wonder what they get for turning in metal like that. That's got to be a lot. 81,000 pounds. This thing is it's got to be worth some coin. But you got to have the ability to be able to take it apart. Here's a kind of a funny story. Man admits to killing wife and lover on Turkish TV dating show. A man looking for love on a Turkish TV dating show shocked the audience and a potential mate when he admitted to killing his wife and a former lover. Wow. Sefer Kalanak, 62, told the host of Flash TV, Luck of the Draw, that he was an honest person looking for a new wife. During a taping of the show, Reuters reported he said that although he murdered his wife and lover, he served prison sentence for each and was let out early due to government amnesty program. Oh my God! Why would you? Yeah, that's really going to bring in the chicks. Yeah, I do want to talk about later. I got, I think it's the top 100 of Night Talk dogs pickup lines. I'm seeing yeah, he's coming on talk time for Val, yeah. But yeah, he's probably she's gonna talk to him. And if Val is listening, which she's probably not, because she's probably on, I don't know what, position 57 of the Kama Sutra or something. I don't know. She was telling me about all these positions the other night. We talked to, so if she is listening, she can call in and we can talk about pickup lines and what she thinks are the best pickup lines and which ones are the bad ones. And I got a list of good ones for her. So here's a good one. And this one might be Flint's. It says, Florida woman has neighbor's mobile home demolished. Authorities say. Authorities say a northeast Florida woman who didn't like her neighbors had their mobile home demolished. According to a arrest report, Ana Maria Moreta, Folk of St. Augustine, told a heavy equipment operator that she owned the trailer and wanted its septic tank destroyed. The Florida Times Union reports that St. Johns County Sheriff deputies were called to the trailer. Real owner arrived Monday and found the demolition underway. Nice. Yeah, you just don't like that place? Yeah, just go ahead and tear it down. Oh, I just got another poke came in there. Let me see here. It says, Well, Dogs is I have an EBT card. Let's go to 7-Eleven. Well, I saw the picture of him hanging outside the bar, and had his Harley parked outside the bar. So I'm waiting for him to chime in and say something. I said in my post tonight that smartasses are welcome, so I don't mind. So if you want to do whatever you want to talk about, if you want to call in, you can reach me on Facebook at Arm Radio 1. You can call in live at 1-866-225-5401, or you can reach me on Twitter at Arm Radio 1, or you can also hashtag it Arm Radio on a tweet, and I'll see it pop up on my tweet deck here. I don't care how you get it in, and just send me a message. Tell me what you want to talk about. Yeah, he's probably out after his 3-bean salad. Yeah, I've just seen that. But here's one I just like, I like to do is on Freeform Friday. I like to talk about a little bit of the goofy stories here. A company rescinds an Ohio man's job offer after he learned he was homeschooled. I mean, I know some other people that have been homeschooled, and I mean, it's getting to be more popular nowadays with the people that don't feel that the education system is up to par. But it's if he has the right qualifications, I don't see anything wrong with that. I know several people that have gone, and been homeschooled, and I seem like they're just as intelligent as anybody I've ever run into. Let's see, I got anything other? Oh, here we go. Here's the one. This is a nice little travel channel. Anybody getting ready to? Well, we're going to come back to this one. We're just right there. Wait a minute. Dog's line. Can I get you a WIC card? Yeah. I thought it was, you want fries with that. But I'm going to do is take a quick break. We're at that time there. And we're going to get on. We're going to talk about, when we come back, 10 ways to get yourself kicked off a flight. So right now it's time for a quick break. Once again, this is your host of Straight Talk, Matt Hasley, and you're listening live on Armed Radio Global.
Building, expanding, or remodeling. The name in site work is Savino Contracting. Experts in demolition, excavation, sewer and septic tank installation, and site prep. Get in touch on Twitter at Savino Contract or call 508-989-0960 or email to evsavino@yahoo.com. Savino Contracting has what it takes to get the job done.
Glastic water bottle, a shatterproof glass water bottle. It's great for any liquid because everything tastes best in glass. A leak-proof lid you can close and toss on the couch without worry. Chances are it won't ever break, but if it does, no worries. The glass is safely contained inside a protective outer shell, so you won't have a dangerous mess to clean up. You can safely remove the broken glass and get replacements. Go to GlasticWaterBottle.com to get your very own Glastic bottle today. That's GlasticWaterBottle.com. GLASSTIC waterbottle.com. What are you waiting for?
Route 106 Motors is the home of fine pre-owned vehicles. Experience a no-pressure sale with a family-friendly atmosphere. Route 106 Motors has been practicing the same simple philosophy of low prices for over a decade, and it has brought us great success. Recently, while other dealers are closing their doors, Route 106 Motors is expanding. We are a wholesale dealer, and we own the property and pay cash for all the vehicles. This allows us to sell to the consumer for a lot less than the average dealership. We are a high-volume, small-profit dealer, and we pass the savings on to you. New changes have been made at Route 106 Motors. Stop by and check out our brand new building. Route 106 Motors, located at 569 West Street. Check our website at route106motors.com and be sure to like us on Facebook to find out about all the latest deals and savings opportunities. route106motors.com.
Christian Pleva is Boston's premier wedding and personal photographer. Turning his passion into a life's work, he has dedicated himself to bringing his talents to capture the special memories of the beginning of your life's journey together. Christian uses the most updated equipment and software to handle any sized wedding event, from full church and reception to a small intimate ceremony in the courthouse. Contact him today at www.christianplevaimages.com for booking information and available dates. Crown Military Miniatures celebrates this holiday season with an enormous selection of new and vintage collector quality toy soldiers. You have to see the photorealistic detail on the World War II armor or the sheer volume of the figures from the American Civil War to the Zulu Wars to the Jacobite Rebellion. If soldiers were there, Crown Military Miniatures has it covered in little men cast and pewter. Veterans, active duty personnel, and military enthusiasts, you have to check out Crown Military Miniatures. Visit them online at crowntoysoldiers.com or visit their store at 88 North Broadway in tax-free Salem, New Hampshire. In the morning, you have bacon, you have eggs, pancakes, and that nice big tall cup of coffee. But now, every Monday morning, you can start your week out right with On the Air Monday Morning Brew, starring yours truly, Mike Allen. Hey, that's me. Wake up in the morning, get a nice cup of coffee, kick back before you start your week, and let me send you on your way. Monday's getting a bad rap. Let's turn that around. On the Air with Mike Allen, Monday Morning Brew, every Monday morning, 6 a.m. Central Standard Time, right here on Armed Radio.
So rise and shine.
Straight Talk with Matt Hasley. Every Monday and Friday, 9 p.m. Central Time. Only on Armed Radio Global.
We got it together, didn't we? We've definitely got our thing together, don't we, baby? Isn't that nice? I mean, really, when you really sit.
Once again, we're back live on Straight Talk. This is your host, Matt Hasley, and we're on Arm Radio Global. Let's see here. We got a lot of things to talk about here. I got looking over at my tweet deck here as we got it. Different things. I got a few people chiming in. I'm trying to get one guy. He's got stage fright. He says he's going to call me here, and I'm just sending him a message back and forth trying to get him to call in. But until we do, we'll by the way, Joe, I'm at 7:55. So it's soon to be 7:56. I got one in queue, so let's see where you're at. Bring it on. See, he likes doing we're having a contest and seeing who can get a bigger number there, and he's in one category. He's whoring himself out, and I'm whoring myself out in the other category, so we'll see. It's a race. Let's see here. It is switching screens here. I got to get a different mouse pad because this mouse pad I listen to my mouse. You can hear it moving around on the desk here, and it drives me nuts. I need to get one of those where you can, you don't have to be nice and quiet. Otherwise, it just sounds terrible, I think. But we're going to do a little update on scores here. Yeah, Clan Wars is up. Yeah, okay. I'm just going to go to Clan Wars while I'm live on air. That'd be great, Joe. Do a little... but right now, currently in the NBA, we got the Wizards are getting beat by the Pacers 85-63. And just started underway. Clippers are beating the Thunder 7-2. So, and NHL scores. Let's do a little update on this one here. Minnesota in the second period is leading 2-1 over Chicago, with 14:05 left to go in the second period. Come on, Blackhawks. And then I'll give you a quick rundown of the baseball scores here. Let's see, I gotta run down my Cubs. They're still losing. They're down 2-1 against the Braves in the bottom of the fifth. Red Sox are down 3-0 in top of the third. So, Cardinals 3-3. Hopefully, the Go Pirates. I'm not a big Cardinal fan, so as you can tell. Let's see here. Trying to get. Come on, Eric. You turd. Oh, battle comms. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm a little bit too loud for you, Joe. You want me to quiet it down? I just got the quiet. I'm going in the gorge. It's a little inside joke there. I'm sorry. But celebrity birthdays today. We'll go on to that. I'm waiting for see if before I start into weather. I was going to go on to never mind. I'm going to go back there. I'm going to talk about what you can do to get yourself kicked off a flight. So in case you're traveling and you're going anywhere, 10 ways to get yourself kicked off a flight. Anybody ever seen, it was a movie with Robert De Niro and, it's Meet the Fockers. When he was on the plane, I laughed so hard when he says, he's telling the stewardess, you'll take this bag from my cold, dead hands. And they take him off and throw him on the ground, And they kick him off the plane. But 10 ways to get kicked off a flight. And I'm not talking about that way, because, that way is going to get you kicked off. It's kind of like that idiot in the, from the NFL or whatever it was, going, saying he had a bomb. I'm like, how stupid is that? That's about the last thing you want to tell a TSA, because they're just, they just love to do is, they don't get a lot of action. It's got to get real boring. They're looking at, purses through an X-ray machine or, stuff like that. So, but these are ways you can get kicked off a flight. Number one is smelling like a locker room. Buying a ticket contractually obligates you to refrain from boarding in a malodorous condition. If you run out of time for a shower before your flight, at least take a sponge bath just to be safe. Number two, bringing germs on board. If you appear seriously ill, especially with a condition that seems contagious, can't produce a doctor's written permission to travel, you may not be allowed to fly. Dressing inappropriately. Number three, revealing clothing, including baggy pants, T-shirts, broadcasting lewd sayings or inflammatory political slogans have gotten passengers ousted. I still don't understand what the pants bagging, and they go, oh well, you don't understand. It's a young thing or it's a whatever, rap thing or whatever. No, it's not. That has nothing to do with it. It's a prison thing. It's prison thing means, they want to ride the fudge ferry. Hate to tell you, but that's all it means. And apparently you think it means something else. And I've seen people walking around and their pants are so far down. What's the purpose? You think somebody's going to mistake you for some LL Cool J rapper or whatever, or I don't know, Grand Master B, whatever you want to call him. Who? I don't know. I can't stand it when you go to a restaurant and the management does not tell the staff that they have to dress correctly. Wearing baggy pants and all that. That's bad. That's where it shows bad on the business. Number four, fourth way of getting yourself kicked off a flight. Swearing like it says swearing like a longshoreman, but if you got a really foul language, I mean that, I could see you getting dropped off a flight real quick. I've seen, you're talking about having T-shirts with lewd sayings or inflammatory political slogans. That was the one, number 3. I've seen people, I can understand. I don't care how many tattoos you have. I don't care. That's fine. But when they're tattooed profanity and they're huge and they're all across your neck where they're visible, it's your own public display, whatever, that's fine. But if you're where a bunch of kids are at, that's where you need to cover it up. He says he's trying to. My buddy says I told him to call. He says he's trying to hook up with a chick. I'm going to do is tell him to call in and put her on the air too. So there we go. Maybe that can help him out. Either that or maybe I'll scare her away. I don't know, one of the two. But number 5, showing up over lubricated, a little bit too intoxicated can get you sent a packing or whatever. And you can probably get arrested too. Public intox. Public displays of affection. A little bit overly enthusiastic displays of affection that are meant for your hotel room or whatever. That's maybe a little bit too much. Raising a ruckus. Grandson's tantrum might not be your fault, but if so, you can settle him down while waiting for takeoff. If your airline's prerogative to take you off the plane and you yourself are a noisemaker or worse, your behavior crossed the line from mildly assertive to rather aggressive, you're gone. Number 8, taking off your shoes. Oh, I hate that. You get people that take them off, and I mean, they, kind of the Al Bundy deal where you take them off and about kill somebody. Yeah, those are terrible. A lot of people don't realize that their feet stink, or they don't think that their ass stinks, but yes, it does. Holding up takeoff. Pre-flight announcements cover some of the misdeeds that you can end your trip. Not fastening seatbelts, blocking emergency exits. We had one in. We got on this plane. It was not a huge plane or not, but this guy had to be 400 to 400 some pounds. He was gigantic. He was taking up 2 seats. Just a massive man. And the lady come up and she says, and she's trying to say this politely without offending anybody. She says, we're over... our front to back weight ratio is off, and we need to have some people move to the back of the plane. And I'm standing there pointing at him, and she's trying to keep from laughing. And I mean, I'm just like kind of giving the arrow pointing over, going over here. And so I think it was 3 people went to the back. That were all guys. I think even my dad was on a flight. We were going back from Orlando one year, and he went to the back, and so you had like 3 200-pound guys went to the back of the plane to offset this ratio of this gigantic guy that was up front. I'm like, oh my god, people, and they get upset because they don't want to pay for the extra flight, but I mean, my God, if they're taking up 3 seats, you ever been on a flight with, 2 guys that you're in the middle and you're, they're gigantic. I mean, you're like, feel like you're a sardine. Number 10 also is wild card behaviors, whatever that is. News reports of passengers who have been ousted include some head scratchers, including 2 men who allegedly pressed their noses against the female stranger's neck to sniff her perfume. Oh, wow. The upshot, airlines have final say on who gets kicked off, whether it's because of the risk of harm or damage or the risk of offense or annoyance. Yeah, some people just don't know how to act. We have people that will, they don't realize that what I hate is I hate flying. And the reason why I hate flying is because you're crammed in there like a sardine, and you always get the kid that kicks your seat from behind, and you always get the person that thinks, oh, this is a recliner, let's lay it all the way back. And, they don't realize that, that your tray is hooked to their seat. So they about crush you with their legs, I just can't stand flying. I'd rather do is, rather drive myself. The last 3 years we've drove to Orlando and back when we go down there in end of January. My brother, my dad, and I trade off driving. And we drive straight through. And, it's just, I'd rather do that. We get time to spend. We talk, joke. I actually did a live show on the way back from Orlando. And Mike Allen actually hosted it and was my producer for it. But I did a live show where I drove back and driving down the interstate and did the, everything just like I do tonight. And it was kind of wild. I did it over my iPhone. It was kind of fun. First time I've ever done that, but it'd be kind of neat way of doing it. But there's let's see if I can get him. He's just wimping out on me. He said he would call, so I'm gonna try one more time. I gotta get mean to him now. But, no, it's, let's do a little update. Final Wizards, get down by the Pacers, 85-63. And let's see here, we got, do one more here. Get a little update. Clippers are beating the Thunder 16-13 with 5:58 left to go in the first quarter. More interested in Blackhawks here. And right now it is 3-2. And let me see here. It says, must be the end of the, we got 9:01 left to go in the second period. So there's a lot of scoring going on in that. And if you didn't hear me earlier, Rangers beat Pittsburgh 5-1. So, and see if my MLB scores are any better here. Hopefully my Cubs can come back. They actually were, the Bats got a little live last night. They beat the White Sox 12-5, I think it was. 12-5 or 12-4. Nope, still losing 2-1, bottom of the fifth. But, let's see here. Celebrity birthdays right now. Currently for May 9th. Lisa Ann, she's 42. Billy Joel, 65. Mike Wallace, he passed away in 2012. He would have been his birthday today. Prince Fielder, he is 30. Oh, and Rosario Dawson. Boy, I think she's just so hot. She's 35. I liked her in, what was that, Zookeeper? Pierre Beauvais, 35. He's a singer. Let's see. Candice Bergen, 68. Wow, she looks pretty good for 68. Albert Finney, 78. Movie actor. He was in, oh God, what's the name? He was the lead attorney in, I'm trying to think of the name of the movie. Great movie where they went against, some chemical company and everything. It was really kind of a cool movie. Aaron Brockovich, that's what it was. Yep, he was the lead attorney in Aaron Brockovich. Good movie. Adriana Patridge, she's a reality star, 29. Boy, she's pretty eyes. Caroline Costa, singer, 18. John Brown, war hero, died in 1859. Mary Mauser, 18, TV actress. Christy Mack, 23, model. Tamia Hill, 39, singer. Ghostface Killa, 44, he's a rapper. Steve Yzerman, 49, hockey player. Dave Gahan, 52, singer. James L. Brooks, 74, is a producer. John Corbett, 53, TV actor. Dana Perino, 42, politician. She's on the show The Five. She was press secretary for George W. Bush. Hank Snow, country singer, passed away. Boy, I can't. Hank Snow passed away in 1999. Hudson Leak, 45, TV actress. Tony Gwynn, 54, baseball player. Hard to believe Tony's 54. Amy Hill, movie actress, 61. Matt Morris, singer, 35. Doug Christie, basketball player, 44. Daniel Franzese, 36, movie actor. Noki Edwards, guitarist, 79. Rachel Boston, TV actress, 32. Allie Mills, 63, TV actress. Boy, Allie doesn't look 63. Grace Grummer, 28, TV actress. Calvin Murphy, 66, basketball player. Jake Long, 29, football player. Gray Maynard, 35, MMA fighter. Daniela Silvas, 42, Olympian. Brian Deegan, 39. He looks like a NASCAR driver. Faye Kanan, screenwriter, died in 2013. Bonnie Rotten, 21, model. Boy, she got some pretty eyes. And Sean McNamara, 52, director. Wendy Crewson, 58, TV actress. And Pancho Gonzalez, 1995, passed away, tennis player. Nope, happy birthday to all those on May 9th. And this day in music history, which is going to be, I'm sure it's going to mention Billy Joel in there, but in 1864, Chuck Berry began his first British tour. 65, Vladimir Horowitz played the first public concert in 12 years at Carnegie Hall in New York City. In 1867, Damita Jo Day was celebrated in her hometown, Austin, Texas. 73, Mick Jagger added $150,000 of his own money to the $350,000 raised by the Rolling Stones January benefit concert for victims of Nicaraguan earthquake. 1978, Fee Waybill Tubes fell off the stage during a show in England, resulting in a broken leg. Wow. In 1985, Phil Collins released a single, Sussudio. Oh, I remember that quite well. In 1990, Sinead O'Connor refused to perform on Saturday Night Live after Andrew Dice Clay was named as host. 1998, Puff Daddy and Jimmy Page were musical guests on NBC Saturday Night Live. They performed their collaboration, Come With Me. 1998, Lester Butler died at the age of 39 of a drug overdose. And 2000, U.S. Federal Appeals Court upheld a $5.4 million jury decision that Michael Bolton had plagiarized parts of the song Love is a Wonderful Thing. The original song of the same name was released in 1966 by the Isley Brothers. In 2002, it was announced that Ozzy Osbourne and his family had signed a deal that included 2 books. That's this day in music history. That's kind of light for May 9th. In regular, just miscellaneous history, I don't want to go too far back there, but we're going to 1987, Tom Cruise and Mimi Rogers were married in 1987. Let's see. 1994, Nelson Mandela was chosen to be South Africa's first black president. Let's see here. In 1996, in video testimony to a courtroom in U.S. President Clinton insisted they had nothing to do with a $300,000 loan in the criminal case against his former Whitewater partners. In 2002, in Bethlehem, West Bank, a deal was reached that would end a 38-day standoff at a church of the Nativity. 13 suspect militants were to be deported to several different countries. The standoff began April 2nd, 2002. Let's skip the other ones there. We're going to something else there. Let's see what else we have. Let's see. And here's a great one here. Well, we'll wait a few minutes here. We got a couple minutes. Here's a news, and this one's right out of Iowa. You gotta like this one. Bacon and booze. It says Iowa distillery raises pigs to taste like whiskey. I'd actually like whiskey to taste like pigs. You know, I'd like it to taste like bacon, but Templeton Rye Distillery has launched the Templeton Rye Pork Project. Just when it seemed that there's no way to make eating bacon even more excessive experience, some folks in Iowa came up with a way. The Templeton Rye Pork Project was started at the Templeton Rye Distillery in the hopes of raising pigs that taste like whiskey. I don't know why. The 25 purebred Duroc pigs in the project were born January 2014. They are subsisting on a diet that incorporates distillery grain in their food. As a group who appreciates both flavor and quality, we thought it would be interesting to bring to market a selection of heritage breed pigs fed on a diet using spent Templeton rye mash. Yeah, so you got wasted pigs everywhere. Even at this stage of the project, the distillery is already fielding calls from people who want to purchase the pigs. It says, we have a little motto here. My dad always told me nothing good happens after 12 p.m. So it seems like when the idea was probably thought of, after we had a few drinks, distillery co-founder Keith Kirchhoff told WQED, I don't think we're going to have any problem getting rid of the 25 pigs. The final call where the pigs will end up will be made in June. This is something somebody is going to do, and we want to be at the cutting edge of it. I think we are, Kirchhoff said. You know, I don't know. You know, I like my bacon to taste like bacon. I don't like my bacon to taste like whiskey. But, I don't know. I never had whiskey bacon before, so maybe it might taste good. Who knows? I don't know. I like trying different types of bacon, and I mean, it's bacon. It's like, you know, it's the great stuff. Oh, wait a minute. Let me see here. I didn't see all the pokes from Joe. Let me see. Dog's head is wicked small. Let me see. It's TNA. I got a few of them that I missed. These pickup lines. Some of these are good. Some of these I'll. Oh, by the way, yeah. Client wars are up. Oh yeah, it's not my mouse moving on the counter. Now I got it. But let's see here. All right, they want pickup lines. Let's see here. If Dogs listen, he can call in. He can defend himself. Other than that, here you go. You know what? I'm going to make you all wait again. We're going to take a quick break. I just realized what time it is. And it's time for a quick break. And we'll be back here shortly This is Matt Hasley. You're listening to Straight Talk on Armed Radio Global. We'll be back here real quick.
Hey, listen up. Are you tired of being tired? Looking for that extra boost? Do yourself a favor and visit buylimitlessenergy.com to learn about limitless energy. That's buylimitlessenergy.com for limitless energy. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Buylimitlessenergy.com. That's buylimitlessenergy.com. So stop wasting your life. Get limitless energy now.
Visit crafterstown.com, your website to buy and sell arts and crafts worldwide. At Crafterstown, you will find unique arts and crafts from around the world. We also have Grammy's Tips of the Day blog for shortcuts to crafting. Take a walk down Main Street at crafterstown.com. Glastic Water Bottle, a shatterproof glass water bottle. It's great for any liquid because everything tastes best in glass. A leak-proof lid you can close and toss on the couch without worry. Chances are it won't ever break, but if it does, no worries. The glass is safely contained inside a protective outer shell, so you won't have a dangerous mess to clean up. You can safely remove the broken glass and get replacements. Go to GlasticWaterBottle.com to get your very own Glastic bottle today. That's GlasticWaterBottle.com. GLASSTIC waterbottle.com. What are you waiting?
Tired of walking through those crowded shopping malls only to find out what you were looking for is in the wrong size or out of stock? Well, think Go or Go.com. That's right, Go or Go.com. Just enter what you're looking for in the search bar, and boom, there it is. Really, it's that easy. So remember, shop Go or Go.com and leave those headaches behind.
VOX Mobile has an app that gives you a second phone line, second voicemail, and low-cost calling, so you no longer have to buy unlimited minutes from your mobile phone service provider. The VOX Mobile app has free texting and free video calls to other subscribers. But get this, VOX has phone numbers from 57 countries. You can download a foreign phone number from your home, or download a phone number from your home country when you're away. Then when people in that country call you, they get the cost of a local call, even when your mobile phone is overseas. And VOX gives you unlimited inbound calls for only $9.95 a month. Check out VOX Mobile on Google Play or on iTunes. That's VOX Mobile. It's under the mobile VoIP apps, or just search for VoIP. VOX is the only carrier with all these features on its app. Visit the website, voxcorp.net.
Women's and lemons, your time is now. Begin your adventure, live your dream. 50 is the new 30, so quintastic women. Get it for yourself. Teens and young adults, get it for your moms. It's coming in fall 2013. Sign up for email notification of release at VIPFALO at AOL.com. Yeah, Women's and Lemons is everywhere. Everybody's talking about Women's and Lemons. Sign up for VIPFALO at AOL.com now.
Straight Talk with Matt Hasley. Every Monday and Friday, 9 p.m. Central Time. Only on Armed Radio Global. Armed Radio Global.
Once again, we're back live on Straight Talk. This is your host, Matt Hasley. We're on Armed Radio Global. And we're just about ready to go into our top pickup lines. This is going to be, I hope you guys out there, these are the great pickup lines. I don't know, we're probably going to get a few comments about this, but I got a friend of mine, he's out there. I told him, I said, to call in and call in live with her on the phone, and we'll help him seal the deals. So I don't know if he's gonna have the courage to do it. He said he was making the moves on some girl out there, so he's out on the town. He's doing a little party scene tonight, Friday night. But top pickup lines. So here we go. Here's one. Do you have a library card? Because I'm checking you out. Come on, dog. Where you at there? Dog's probably... He's probably sleeping or whatever. Oh, here you go. I'll give you 5 seconds to give me your number, and you can forget about going out with me forever. What the heck? That's terrible. Apart from being sexy, what do you do for a living? Oh my God, I think that's worse. Here you go. Are you a parking ticket? What? You got fine written all over you. I need Mike Allen to call in, because these are probably some lines Mike needs. Are you tamale? Because you're hot. They're terrible. Baby, somebody better call God, because he's missing an angel. Let's see. Here we go. As she's leaving, hey, aren't you forgetting something? Her, what? Oh, me. Oh, my God. There we go. Number 8, baby. If you were words on a page, you put what they call fine print. Oh, my God. Number 9. Did it hurt when you fell from heaven? How about number 10? Baby, you're the next contestant in the game of love. Wow. Number 11. Can I get your picture to prove to all my friends that angels really do exist? Oh, my God. That is bad. Number 12. Damn, if being sexy was a crime, you're guilty as charged. Number 13. Baby, did you fart? 'Cause you blow me away. Dog's line. I got 5 pounds of government cheese. And they're giving it away. Have to add that one in. That's 14A. Did the sun come out, or did you just smile at me? Number 14. Number 15. Baby, you must be a broom because you swept me off my feet. Oh, my God. Number 16. Do you have the time? No, the time to write down my number. Oh, my God. Number 17. Don't walk into that building. The sprinklers might go off. Oh, my God. This is Dog's line. Here you go. Do you know karate? Because your body is really kicking. Or I can teach you how to kick. There it is. Number 19. Can I have directions? And she'll go, to where? To your heart. Number 20. Excuse me, I think I have something in your eye. Nope, it's just a sparkle. Oh, so bad. Hey, number 21. Hey, I lost my phone number. Can I have yours? Oh, my God. I can't believe they even came up with these. Number 22. Hi, I'm Mr. Wright. Someone told me you were looking for me. Oh, God. Number 23. Hi, the voices in my head told me to come over and talk to you. Number 24. Are your feet tired? Because you've been running through my mind all day. Oh, my God. Number 25. Are you from Tennessee? Because you're the only 10 I see. Oh, man. Number 26. You must be a parking ticket because you got fine written all over you. Well, that sounds like some of the other ones. Do you believe in, number 27, do you believe in love at first sight, or do I need to walk by again? Number 28, is that a mirror in your pocket? Because I can see myself in your pants. Oh, wow. Number 29, do you need a map or I just keep getting lost in your eyes? Number 30, if I said you had a great body, would you hold it against me? Number 31, was your dad a baker? Because you got the nicest set of buns I've ever seen. Where is Val when you need her? God, she can be telling me how great these lines are. Well, number 32, well, here I am. What are your other two wishes? Those are so bad. He will not call in. What a wussy. He is scared to death. I think he's afraid to be on the air. Let me see. Number 33, do you have a quarter? My mom told me to call her when I found a woman of my dreams. Oh, my God. Number 34, do you have a Band-Aid? I hurt my knee when I fell for you. Let me see here. Number 35. Excuse me, I'm a little short on cash. Would you mind if I shared a cab home together? Or a cab home together. I'm sorry. God, I can't even talk. The word of, number 36, the word of the day is legs. Let's go back to my place and spread the word. God, I don't even know how they come up with these. Number 37, you are so sweet. You're giving me a toothache. Oh, man. Number 38, you're like a dictionary. You add meaning to my life. Number 39, do you work for NASA? Because you're out of this world. You know, I wonder how many of these lines people actually try using every week. Or have tried using, because some of these are so bad. Some of these are doubled, I think it says. Let me see, 41, that's doubled. Let me see, or actually 40 is doubled. 41, life without you would be like a broken pencil, pointless. Let's see, 42, see my friend over there? He wants to know if you think I'm cute. That's bad. Number 43, my magic watch says if you don't have on any underwear. She said, yes, I do. Damn, it must be 15 minutes fast. Oh. That is terrible. Number 44, if I received a nickel for every time I saw someone as beautiful as you, I'd have 5 cents. Oh, man. 45, screw me if I am wrong, but haven't we met before? Number 46, are you lost, ma'am? Because heaven is a long way from here. And 47, excuse me, I'm lost. Can you give me directions to your house? Let me see. Do you have any Lucky Charms for breakfast? Because you look magically delicious. Oh, wow. If a fat man puts you in a bag at night, don't worry, I told Santa I wanted you for Christmas. Oh, my God. Here's one. This sounds like a Flint pickup line. Or I don't know. Well, it wouldn't be dog because dog would be. But you turn my software into hardware. It says number 51. I'll cook you dinner if you cook me breakfast. If I could rearrange the alphabet, I'd put you and I together. Let's see. 53. I hope you know CPR because you take my breath away. Oh, here you go. Number 54, if you were burger at McDonald's, you'd be McGorgeous. If you were Booker, I would pick you first. Who thinks of this crap? Let's see. You must be Jamaican because you Jamaican me crazy. Hi, I have big feet. There you go. Hi, did your license get suspended for driving all these guys crazy? Yeah, I think that's what happened to Dog. What is your favorite color? Mine too. Oh, wow. Oh, is there airport nearby, or is that just my heart taking off? My God, these are... you must be in the wrong place. The Miss Universe contest is over there. Number 62, what is an earthquake, or what? Was that an earthquake, or you just rocked my world? Oh, some of these are terrible. I'd say about every one of them are. Here you go. Are you an alien? Because you just abducted my heart. Apparently, Joe Rocks is spreading the rumor that we were both abducted by aliens, and then I was probed and he wasn't. But just to clarify the rumor, I was probed and he asked to be probed too. So, but they told him no. So he's been waiting outside. He's got tinfoil on his head trying to talk to the Martians. So he wants to go back. He wants to go back to the mothership. But in other news, let's see here. Well, we can always come back to the pickup lines. Let's see here. A Montreal elementary school cancels Canadian Jersey Day because a girl wears a Bruins shirt. That classic. So, go Bruins. She'd been a Boston fan all her life, so she felt kind of bad to be excluded from the school. Her father told Tony Pascal, said Pascal did not make the complaint, but he was critical of the decision to cancel. It teaches respect, sportsmanship. We can all be in the same thread, he said. Yeah, I think anybody should be able to wear what they want, if they're going to have a hockey shirt day. Well, let's see. There's a kind of a cool story here. South Carolina police officer responds to domestic call and comes back with furniture for a teen. A lot of people don't realize that probably the two calls that you make the most as a police officer, the most dangerous calls, are one, a domestic disturbance, and two, just a random traffic stop. But apparently in South Carolina, police officer Gaetano Acera, who responded to a domestic call for a 13-year-old boy, did more than just serve and protect. He helped decorate. Cameron Simmons called the police because he was upset over a fight with his mom. Sierra responded to Simmons' call and brought him home, even though the teen said he didn't want to live in his house anymore. When Sierra got to Simmons' house, he found out the boy didn't have any bedroom furniture and was sleeping on an air mattress that would constantly deflate. He told Simmons to stay positive he would be back. I said, "You have it good. You have a roof over your head." I told him I would try to help him out, and here we are now. My heart went out for him. I thought of little things that he needed I could give him and make a happier kid. Sarah returned a few weeks with a truckload of gifts for Simmons. Bed, TV, desk, chair, a Wii game system that somebody donated to me because of the story I told him. I didn't do this for publicity or to get people to notice me. I did it because I could. It was the right thing to do, and I think more people should think to do things like this. I think that's class. That's when, when a story like that, when you get out, it's called pay it forward. Do something for somebody else. That's great. It says, here's another story about this a little bit across the different area, but Connecticut cops don't believe drunken Wesleyan student is Justin Timberlake. A grossly intoxicated Wesleyan student is probably feeling a little out of sync after allegedly saying he was Justin Timberlake during a confrontation with Middletown police. According to Middletown Police Department, Jesse Tarnas told Wesleyan officers that his name was J.T. Golden. While he was intoxicated at a campus party, the officers didn't believe that he was a student and asked him to leave. When Tarnas refused, he was handcuffed. The 19-year-old put up a fight, so Middletown police were called in. Tarnas was allegedly told Middletown officers that he was Justin Timberlake. I asked Tarnas again what his real name, as Justin Timberlake is a well-known celebrity whom I've seen on television, and I recognize that he's definitely not him. Middletown officer Stephen Froer wrote in the incident report he was still being processed. Police found Tarna's Wesleyan student identification card in his wallet. He was charged with interfering with an officer and released. Last week I did a story on Elizabeth Raines. She was she was going through medical school, and she was auctioning off her virginity online. And but apparently Elizabeth Raines pulls out of virginity auction after bidding reaches $801,000. She's decided to instead focus on her medical training. The blonde medical student who was selling off her virginity decided to pull the plug on the whole thing. The student goes by the pseudonym Elizabeth Raines, opted to pull out of the sale despite receiving an $801,000 bid. With the blessing of management and to the high bidders, I've decided to put a stop to this, describe it nicely, and return my focus to my medical training, she wrote on her blog. I still do possess some spitefully strong beliefs about virginity, prostitution, and on women's rights to do as they damn please. But school is my first priority, as it has been for her entire life. At this point, I no longer care about the auction, at least not nearly enough. That was a very easy decision. The 28-year-old was offering a 12-hour date that would include an offer of her virginity. Rain was planning on holding the date in Australia because of legal issues. Hope you're not too disappointed. I do realize this is another virginity auction stopped short. Honestly, though, having tried it, I think there's always going to be something. I would be discussing this further in a later post. Let's see here. See what else we got. Here's one. You got if you're a little upset about your principal, this is not the thing you want to do. But apparently, a Maryland high school student arrested for mailing poop to the vice principal. 3 poopy packages were sent to Stephen Decatur High School Vice Principal Mark Flynn. Berlin, Maryland. An unnamed Maryland high school senior was arrested and charged with mailing animal feces to Mark Flynn. The vice principal of the school, Barb Witherow, a spokesman for Worcester County Schools, told Delmarva Daily Times that the student had been suspended for 10 days, the maximum allowable amount of time. We do promote a respectful and positive learning environment. Any inappropriate, disruptive, or illegal activity is not acceptable, she said. The male student has also been charged with 3 counts of disturbing activities at school and 3 counts of molesting a school administrator. I don't know how you get molesting a student administrator or school administrator. When he was arrested, the man admitted to mailing the fecal matter, saying it was dog and cow poop. The Postal Service will not pursue federal charges. Like, come on. Let's see here. Here's one. This is a kind of a good story here. Granny Rambo fights off armed attackers in Detroit with a .45 caliber handgun. A Detroit grandmother's siblings are calling her Rambo as she used her licensed .45 caliber handgun to fight off 2 armed men who attacked her in her own driveway over the weekend. Paris Ainsworth, who was shot 4 times during the attack, but was able to return fire with 8 bullets of her own. Ainsworth, a grandmother of 4, was getting out of her car when she saw 2 men approaching. She immediately reached for her handgun. He said, "Don't pull it," and he shot immediately. Ainsworth told WDIV-4, "I said, 'Your mother,' and pulled out my gun and started shooting. Once he was right in the middle of the street, the other one right there on the other side, the 51-year-old went to Sinai Grace Hospital for treatment, the same place where the wounded men showed up and later were arrested. The victim told officers that she fired her handgun at the suspect when they attempted to rob her and did not know if the shots took effect. Detroit police said in a press release, while at the scene another police run was called in for the hospital stating that the male was shot. The officers went to the hospital and the male was shot matched the description given by the victim. Ainsworth had a concealed weapons permit, 2 handguns, and trains regularly. If I wouldn't have had my gun, I'd be dead today, she said. This is ludicrous. That is why they're just robbing and trying to take stuff from people and killing people. Well, good job, Grandma. But imagine being shot 4 times and still being able to do his fight back. You know, you got to give a lot of credit to her here. I'm getting spammed on Facebook here. I got a bunch of different messages going in from Facebook right now. Also, let's see here. Here's one. You know, I get that movie out. It's called Neighbors. I want to see that. It looks pretty funny. But here's one that just takes it to a whole new meaning. You get that guy you're having that argument with, that's your neighbor, that you just, drives you nuts. Apparently, there's a serial pooper on the loose. Means no Houston lawn or driveway is safe. They have him on camera. Houston police are trying to wipe out recurring crime wave by flushing out the identity of a man who had been caught on surveillance cameras going number 2 on the lawns and driveways in city Woodland Heights neighborhood. The disgruntled dumper has been leaving messes all over the neighborhood and has pooped at one house at least 6 times. Apparently, somebody is not happy with somebody. It's definitely not a nice thing to do, said Patrick Reese, who lives nearby. Going to the bathroom in the driveway is not nice. That's definitely not something that's supposed to go in a polite society. It's believed that the serial pooper usually strikes late at night or early in the morning under the cover of darkness. The man usually cleans himself up with a handy paper towel and then leaves the soiled sheet on the sidewalk for someone else. This is our neighborhood area resident Amy Parsons told Click to Houston. Whatever people think should go on around here, pooping is not okay. We don't want dogs pooping in our yards. Why would we want a human? It's very strange. I would just say is get you a big shepherd or a pit bull, and when you see, wait for him when he's dropping trow out there and send the dog out and see how quickly he can run with his pants down about his ankles there. No, that's you run into all kinds of people. I think I told the story once before, but it was he's assistant superintendent. He was pulling up to work on one of the greens, and as he pulled up to the green, a naked man stood up, and he must have been just had a drunken acquaintance with somebody or something on the green. Well, it's like 4:30 in the morning. The maintenance gets going early, and he took off in the cart and just left him there. And I'm like, why didn't you just call the police? And he says, well, I just figured he'd go away. Well, the guy did eventually, but yeah, you never know. I mean, the guy could walk right out into traffic. I mean, you never know what could happen to the guy. But let's see here. Here's one about a Spanish clothing store criticized for creepy Mother's Day ad. And if you don't realize Sunday is coming up, you better do is get ready. Sunday is Mother's Day, in case you forgot. And, day after tomorrow. So don't forget. Mother-in-law, and wife. So if you haven't picked up your wife something, or you haven't picked up your mom or mother-in-law something, you better do it now. Get it tomorrow. Don't wait till Sunday. But after releasing the negative ad comments the store received indicated that poking hole in a man's condom is not a good way to celebrate Mother's Day. Spanish clothing store Decidual apologized for the Mother's Day ad featuring women poking holes in condom received criticism. The commercial shows young women dancing in a store and looking at her figure while pretending to have a pregnant belly. She then takes out a packet of condoms, presumably meant for her partner, and pokes holes in the packet with a pin. The commercial closes with Feliz Dia de la Madre, or Happy Mother's Day. We're upset after seeing the ad, saying that no one would be happy to become a mother because they poked holes in their condom or tricked somebody. Well, I'm sure it's happened before. Here's another crime story. Talking about that one lady, being able to defend off her attacker, but this is a little different. Apparently, ninjas carry out home invasion in Florida. It said 3 men dressed up as ninjas were caught on camera carrying out a home invasion at a mansion in Windermere, Florida. During the invasion, one of the ninjas took a fedora from one of the victims and wore it throughout the attack. Bill Kitchen and his partner Camelia Espinel were held at gunpoint and their faces were covered with pillowcases during the invasion. They put guns right in our faces and made clear that if we had to obey every word. And we did, Kitchen told the Orlando Sentinel. They had all the control. We were outnumbered. They had guns, we didn't. We had no choice but to cooperate. The incident lasted for about an hour, and then the thieves took off with Kitchen, off in Kitchen's Mercedes. The car was found 3 miles away and is being processed by Orange County Sheriff's. When bad things happen, you can either ask yourself, why did it happen to me? Or you can ask yourself, now that it has happened, what am I going to do about it? Kitchens told Orlando Sentinel. Or Click Orlando, I'm sorry. I now realize pretty silly to tell everybody in the world that I'm off on a Hawaiian vacation or we're at this restaurant and having big time with our friends. Florida police officers and the FBI are trying to determine if the incident was related to 5 home invasions at affluent properties in Collier County. Yeah, a lot of people don't realize you give it a status update of where you're at. Well, you're telling everybody you're not home, and you'd be surprised to realize that some of the people you think are your friends aren't, and they're breaking into your house when you're when you're gone. Here's one that's just you just shake your head at. You hear about crazy people what they'll do, but here's one. Kentucky man allegedly kept his dead mother's body in a freezer for 3 years. He did it so he could collect her Social Security checks. I'm like, come on. That's a lot of respect there. And he finally got caught. But, it just doesn't make sense where you think somebody would do that. Rob Ford rehab is amazing and reminds him of Washington Redskins football camp. During an interview with Toronto Sun, Mayor Rob Ford said that his time in rehab has been amazing, and he assured his supporters they'll be back in time for the mayoral election in October. Of course, I'm coming back, and I'm going to kick butt. Ford told the paper, I will be on the ballot for mayor in October, guaranteed. I will do well on October 28th. There's no need to change the locks. There will be no need to clean out my office desk because I am coming back. Let's see here. You probably heard about the Naked Cowboy. Apparently, New York, Times Square, Naked Cowboy is trading in his tighty-whities for boxer briefs as part of the new Fruit of the Loom marketing campaign. The New York City icon is known for wearing only underwear, cowboy boots, and a cowboy hat while playing the guitar for tourists. Okay. I wonder what he's going to get paid for that. So I guess sitting out there playing in your underwear actually paid off for him. But here's one, and I'm not a big hunter, but Alaska hunter kills record-breaking grizzly bear. 9-foot tall bear is the largest hunter taken by a grizzly on record. Or hunter taken grizzly on record, I'm sorry. The nearly 9-foot bear that an Alaskan hunter bagged outside Fairbanks has officially been recognized as the largest hunter taken bear on record. Larry Fitzgerald was hunting for moose when he spotted the gigantic beast. After tracking it for 3 hours, Fitzgerald was able to kill the bear with just one shot to the neck from 20 yards away. I don't know. I'm not that much into hunting, but to each his own. That's a big bear. Skip that story. That one looks kind of boring. Let's see. This is kind of a cool thing, it'd be nice to do this for your kids if you had the amount of money that a lot of, that some people have. But it says, apparently a California dad builds a single rider roller coaster in his family's backyard. Orinda, California, a California boy asked his dad to build him a roller coaster, and he actually did it. It took Orinda dad Will Pemble about 6 weeks to build a single rider roller coaster in his backyard and cost him nearly $3,500. He felt like he was building the amusement park ride was a cool way to help his 10-year-old son Lyle about math and science. The mathematics, the physics, the science, they're really hard thinking. There needs to be something on the other side of the math that's worth slogging through the math, Pemble said. So if there's a coaster on the other side of how many feet of the track do we need, then suddenly the word problem gets done really fast. Lyle got the idea for a backyard ride after going on a roller coaster in New Jersey. I decided to ride it because I thought it'd be fun. And then I thought there are more and better roller coasters out there, so I started doing some research on it, Lyle said. The youngster now has dreams of being a roller coaster designer when he grows up. All the neighbors have said, "What the hell are you doing back there?" None of them complain. Here's one. First time ever in Colorado. Apparently, in Denver, actually, it says, Denver. First time ever, Denver police searching for suspects who stole $12,000 worth of marijuana. Since it's legal in Denver or in Colorado. It said it'd be the first time ever Denver police are trying to track down thieves who were caught on camera burglarizing a marijuana growing center. Suspects were captured on surveillance video taking $12,000 worth of marijuana plants from the Chronic Therapy Grow House. The thieves took about 25 plants during the 30-minute burglary and also caused a good amount of damage at the family-owned business. I'd never seen them before. They definitely seem like professionals. The owner, it's really a hard loss of time if you're dealing with it. My growers put so much time and effort into growing our organic medicine for our patients. It really sets you back 3 to 6 months. The police say this could be the first investigation they conducted for theft of marijuana plants, but it would be just business as usual. Let's see here. What do we got? Here we go. And I was talking about earlier about how many ways you can get kicked off a flight. Drunken British women busted for loud sex on a flight from London to Las Vegas. A British woman who was flying with her parents is probably feeling pretty low after she was busted for being too loud while joining the Mile High Club on the Virginia Atlantic flight with a man she just met. The drunken woman was handcuffed on a flight from London to Las Vegas after attempts to break down the restroom door following complaints about loud sex. They went in the bathroom. People could hear loud noises. A passenger from the plane told the Sun. The cabin crew forced the door open. Then she really got kicked off screaming drunken abuse. She was shackled to her seat. When the plane landed, the woman was hauled off by Metro Police. She was let go with a warning. Her name has not been released, but no arrest report was ever filed. Well, she got lucky. And there's another one about a Utah couple arrested for having sex on the front lawn of a church. Well, apparently it's a plane. They let you go on the front lawn. They keep you in jail. But after the incident, which was seen by 4 children in the wedding party, Cruiser and Benally were arrested for gross lewdness and public intoxication. And if you've seen the picture of these two, nasty. It says the one lady was 60 years old and the guy was 56. But here's another one. Massachusetts police, one in Boston, classify hot pizza as a dangerous weapon during an arrest. A microwave fresh slice reportedly caused first and second degree burns to a 6-year-old girl's face. During the arrest of Massachusetts man, a police officer classified a piece of hot pizza as a dangerous weapon after it caused first and second degree burns. James Vincent Grass allegedly shoved a piece of freshly microwaved pizza into a 6-year-old girl's face and was charged with assault and battery with a dangerous weapon and reckless endangerment of a child. The 21-year-old denied the charges against him during his arraignment. Officer Terry Deck wrote, the girl said Grass threw the piece of pizza in her face when she stopped the microwave because it was steaming. When she tried to explain, Grass grabbed the pizza and asked her, "Do you think this is done?" before allegedly shoving the slice in her face, saying, "Is this hot enough?" According to Grass, the girl asked to smell the pizza, and then pushed it into her face. When her mother picked her up, she had already popped a blister from her chin and was holding a wet towel on her face. That's pretty pathetic. You know, if he did push it into her face, no matter what way he did it, if he did it with out of anger or whatever, that guy's got a, I guarantee he's got an anger management problem, as you would call it. He probably has done that many times. He's probably a woman beater or what do you want to call it. I just don't, I just don't believe in that. Let's see here. I got a ton more stories left to go. But it is come time for the Bewitching Hour. It is 11 o'clock, and I do want to do a special thanks out to our sponsors there, K&L Consulting. Once again, K&L provides a variety of services for you. All of their services come with a 100% money-back guarantee, and they will match any competitor's offer. They offer payroll services, employee management services, commercial funding services, 24-hour customer service, premium business services without a contract, and a name you can trust. K&L Consulting. Also, BuyLimitlessEnergy.com, more than just an energy drink, offers a combination of natural ingredients that work synergistically to deliver that energy, focus, and hydration you need to enhance your performance. Also, Vox Mobile. You're out of country and you still need a local number? Think Vox Mobile. You can download a local number even when you're gone and receive unlimited calls like you're in town without the overseas rates. Also, going through our lineup coming up Monday morning, we are called the usual suspects on Monday. Mike Allen starts off the morning with Morning Brew at 6 a.m. Central Time, and he runs from 6 to 7:30. Then at noon, you have Afternoon Bites with Tara and Tattoo Rick, and they come on from 12 noon Central Time to 1:30. And then it's myself, Straight Talk with Matt Hasley, on Monday nights from 9 p.m., 9 to 11 Central Time. On Tuesday nights, you got Talk Time with Val and Eastema. Val, Hot Talk for the Hot Talk for the Hot Topic. Talk Time with Val. She's on Tuesday nights from 7 to 9 Central Time. And then you got the John and Jay Show. They come on right after Val, and they're on from 9 to 11 Central Time or 10 to 12 Eastern. Then you got Mike Allen, On the Air with Mike Allen Wednesday nights, and he comes on from 10 Central Time to midnight. And then Thursday night, you got Talk Time with Val again. Val's on from 7 to 9 again Central Time. And right after Val comes on Night Talk with Joe Rocks from 10 Eastern to midnight. And that Joe is the dog, and Jackie is co-host. And then on Friday night, myself again, I'm on from 9 to 11 Central Time with Straight Talk with Matt Hasley. So, once again, tune in with us. We'd love to have you interact with us. You can always call in live during the shows at 1-866-225-5401. Or you can also listen to the replays on Spreaker.com /ARM Radio. And you can listen to all the past shows. You can go search by all the different shows, and it has a listing of all their different episodes. So if you'd like to listen to any of the back episodes or anything like that, we'd love to have you do it. And I like to do is have mine listened to more than Joe's, because Joe's having a race with me. But I think I'll work on that, and we'll see what can happen there. But I appreciate you guys tuning in. Once again, this is your host, Matt Hasley, and you've been listening to Straight Talk. Have a great weekend. Have a great Mother's Day, all you mothers out there. And we will see you again Monday night.
So tell me what to do now, 'cause I want you back.